on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Miami Dolphins and the Indianapolis Colts. And it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 25.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us in the Hoosier State at Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson up here in the booth. And Greg, this is one of those games that it's a little old school. Maybe if it was in black and white, it would be fitting, right? We got a couple of teams who love to hand it off and see their running backs do it on the ground.
It's just so cool, and you mentioned it, Mike. Maybe 10, 15 years ago, this would have been the norm on any given weekend, but we're seeing the game trend to more of a passing-style offense. If you want to score points, it mostly comes through the air. So for these two kind of throwback offenses that rely so heavily on their running backs, for anybody that loves old-school power football, I think we're in for a treat.
The veteran, Jason Sanders, ready to get us started. Off we go from downtown Indianapolis. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Indianapolis led out by their quarterback, Anthony Richardson. The number 4 overall pick in 2023 had some highlight moments, but injured most of the year. Greg now in his second year in the NFL out of Florida.
We throw around so loosely these days, Mike, the idea of being a physical freak, right? This specimen that we just aren't accustomed to seeing, let alone at the quarterback position. The arm talent, the ridiculous blend of size and speed, the ability to make plays with your feet and extend. All of these things come to mind when we look at this guy. Now, going forward, how does he strike that balance between being the game changer and that aggressive athlete with the ball in his hand, but also finding a way to stay on the field and be able to develop? Make no mistake about it, though. The energy in this stadium is palpable, and he's the biggest reason why.
So, from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Richardson. He's got a receiver. That's Michael Pittman. 11 yards for number 11, and a first down. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Play is made on defense by Jordan Brooks. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll go play action. It's Richardson. He was looking for Michael Pittman with that one. 3rd down coming up.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
From the gun on 3rd down, Richardson. And that is incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
So that'll bring up 4th down, and that'll bring on Rigoberto Sanchez to punt. Out to return for the Dolphins, it's Braxton Berrios. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Dolphins come out on offense, and the lefty, Tua Tagovailoa. He led the NFL a year ago in passing yardage. Hard to believe this is season 5 already from Alabama. Greg, Tua, 26 years old, and his time is now.
I don't know about you, Mike, but my biggest takeaway from our meeting with him was just how important it is that they get off to a fast start. He made it very clear. They wanted to put their opponent on their heels right from the jump. So I think early in this game, they're going to come out swinging right from their opening whistle.
The lefty right to the air to start. The ball comes out, and it's recovered by one of his teammates.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sack, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and they'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now the second-year man, Devon Achane. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. Now it's Tua. He'll find Mostert out of the backfield. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
When a defense has speed to the ball like this group does, it makes these wide receiver screens really challenging because all those fast linebackers and defensive backs that are chasing the ball carrier, the offensive line are the ones responsible for them, and sometimes that's just a speed mismatch, and they can't get out in front.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Colts offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. Off the zone read, this is Richardson. And he will finally be taken down, but not until he gets to the Colts' 31-yard line. A big gainer for Indianapolis. 32 yards.
Great read by the quarterback there, Mike. You can see just as he puts the ball in the belly of the running back, his eyes are on that defender. And when he goes after the runner, he pulls it, and he has nothing but green grass, and he picks up a big gain.
Taylor loses the football.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
Throwing on 2nd down, Richardson. That's complete. Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Goes without saying, Mike, you have to be smart with the ball, especially down here in the red zone. You're already in scoring position. And I understand they're trying to come away with a touchdown, but at the very least, come away with 3. Worst case scenario is you turn the ball over and you come away with nothing.
They'll try and run for this. It's Taylor. Fighting for the marker. He loses the football. Boy, that one hurts, Greg. They had a really nice drive going and moved it halfway down the field, but then fumbled down here in the red zone, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
Anytime you put together a drive of this length, Mike, you just want to come away with points. Of course, a touchdown is the main goal, but in this case, to turn the ball over this deep in the red zone is just a brutal turn of events for this offense.
And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay, so this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose, and are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. Gay's kick is good. And the Colts are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Braxton Berrios now to bring it back. Now an opening past the 30. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line. The Dolphins offense ready to take over for their second possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. On 1st down, here's Tagovailoa to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
So after picking up some positive yardage on 1st down, they end up going backwards on 2nd. That sack now brings up 3rd and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation makes them very one-dimensional.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Hill brought in motion. 3rd and long. Here's Tua. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. First catch for the NFL's leader in receiving yardage last season. Good here for the 1st down.
Back-to-back 3-and-outs, and not ideal to start the game in that manner. So that's a really important throw right there. Let's see if they can build something from there. Brings up 1st and 10. Continue to let your opening script unfold. You got to go down and find some points here and get your offense settled down.
Now a 1st down throw for Tua. That's complete. It's Jalen Waddle. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. Hill brought in motion. Off play action, it's Tua. To the left side, in the hands of Hill. Well, they hook up again, 2nd time on this drive, and this one's good for 18 yards and a 1st down.
This is a great example, Mike, of just how effective it is when you're efficient on early downs throwing the ball. I mean, when you can pick up 1st downs without getting to 3rd down, as the game unfolds, things just get easier and easier. Take what the defense is giving you. Don't force the ball downfield. But when you can stay ahead of the chains without having to get to 3rd and have it plays, That's when an offense is really firing.
Second down and 3. Now some movement up front. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time here today. Hill brought in motion. They'll fake the handoff. Now, Tua. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill there, and it'll be third down.
I could sit up here all day, Mike, and we could talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved a touchdown along the way.
Hill brought in motion. Throwing on third down, Tungo Vailoa. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike, and I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins will tie the game at 3 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
So the field goal draws us even. It is now 3-3 as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here's Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense heading back for their next possession. They'll set out in search of a first touchdown in this game. Just a pair of field goals to show. It's 3-3 as they start 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Richardson. To the left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Nice play here by Adonai Mitchell. And, Mike, it's so important to understand in today's NFL, and teams continue to get better and better at it, the notion that if you want to score points in the passing game, it has to be a direct correlation to your ability to generate explosive plays downfield. And with Mitchell, it's a big reason why the Colts targeted him in this past year's draft. He is explosive. He can get downfield. He adjusts and tracks the ball very well. And then ultimately, you're not always going to be open. So if that's tight coverage, can you go up and compete for the ball? He checks all those boxes, and he's going to be a big weapon in this Indianapolis Colts offense.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Richardson to throw. That one taken in by Mitchell. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, That's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
And this time, they are ready for him. He'll be thrown for a loss. No big gain that carry. It's second down.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
A second down throw for Richardson. Quickly out to Downs on the receiver screen. And no place to go, no place to hide. He's taken down behind the line. Third and long. Throwing is Richardson. He fumbled the football. But he'll gather it back in. Oh, man, Greg, those must be scary times for a player. Not that it happened to you often, but he lost the ball but was able to get it back and avoid the turnover.
Well, Mike, I hate to admit it, but unfortunately, I was in that situation a few times, and I'll tell you what, when that ball pops out of your hand, the only thing on your mind is there anything I can do to get it back? In this case, he was able to get it back, and he dodged a bullet.
Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Tua. This throw right side is caught by Hill. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll motion the tight end Smith. Out of the pistol, here's Tua. Now he'll run with it. He'll step up and run this. And Tua very wisely hits the deck after picking up the first down. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Yes, you have to operate out of the backfield like a traditional running back. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Tua on the fake, gets it to Waddle. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. That's taken in by Achane. And he will have the first down. He caught it short of the line to gain, but knows right where that marker is, and he's able to pick up that first down.
Nice pickup here to the back, and what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. It's the most valuable real estate in football. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. and you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Tua to throw again. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day.
In motion, it's Waddle. Tua now on 3rd down. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And it looks like he's going to have enough. Indeed, the referee does signal. It is a 1st down.
We're not real accustomed to seeing these sort of plays out of this guy. He's more of the dirty work, kind of behind-the-scenes role player. But tell you what, he keeps coming through for this offense, and he's going to find himself with a couple more touches.
The NFL's leader in rushing touchdowns last year, Raheem Mostert. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. They've got it. It'll be 1st and goal after a pickup of 21.
Really nice job getting this ball out to the edge, and then once he's able to get clear of the D-line, get vertical and accelerate down the sideline. That's a great run. He's forced out of bounds, but not before setting up 1st and goal.
This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st and goal.
That's one of those plays where you come off the field, Mike, and you're getting a lot of high fives. Hey, good job. But then that secondary's coach pulls you over to the side and says, hey, nice play. But next time, let's come away with the pick.
Now here's 2nd and goal. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. Tagovailoa working out of the pistol. He's got it at the 3. And he's close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him short, put him down at the 1. Half yard, that's all they need on this 3rd and goal. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. Oh, a bad time to run out of time. They don't get the playoff on 3rd and short. From back at the 5, here now 3rd and goal. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. Now, Tagovailoa on 3rd and goal. That one, take it in, middle of the end zone. Tyreek Hill, touchdown Miami. Greg, it's one of those, sometimes you got to feel like you know where the ball's going to go, and the defense knows it too, but it still ends up in that guy's hands for the touchdown.
Absolutely, Mike. In these critical situations, like down here in the red zone, it's players, not plays. It doesn't matter what you draw up on the board. You say, okay, who's my best player? Put him in a good matchup, let him go win, and give him a chance. That's exactly what they do here, and I think we're going to see a lot of this the rest of the game.
Jason Sanders on for the point after. It's up and through. And the Dolphins take a 10-3 lead. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Josh Downs now on the return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Here's the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over once more. Just the lone field goal for them so far, down 10-3 in this one. And they'll start 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Richardson. He'll take a deep shot for Downs. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Big play to kick off this drive. 2 minutes to go here. We'll come back to Indianapolis after this. 1st and 10 now from the 36. From the gun, Richardson. That's caught. It's Mitchell.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
Throwing on 2nd down, Richardson. Down inside the 10. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
Out of shotgun, Richardson. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
And he's going to be swallowed up, taken down, sacked, back at the 5. Third and goal. Throwing, Richardson. That's hauled in at the 2.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick...
And I believe the referee was buzzed by the replay officials, indicating let's get a closer look at this. They trigger this automatically in the last 2 minutes of the half. So the official upstairs and the replay center in New York get the second look, and indeed this call will be overturned. Matt Gay coming on for this field goal try. This about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Colts cut the lead to 4. It's 10-6.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Dolphins offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Tua. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Seemed to me from up here, Mike, that he really locked in on that guy. He told himself, I'm going to give my guy a chance to go compete for this ball. But anytime he enters such a crowded area, it usually means if he works through his progression, there's an easier throw somewhere on the field. Instead, he tries to fit it in and just wasn't able to quite make the completion.
Third and 6. Tua. That's complete. And it is Beckham. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Throwing again, it's Tua. Now Miami going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, and they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. In motion comes Beckham. On play action, it's Tagovailoa. He'll go right back to Smith. They hook up again. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. And with just 4 seconds left in the 1st half, a timeout is called. Jason Sanders on to try the field goal. Officially, this will be a 43-yarder. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Dolphins going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the 1st half.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Just 1 second remaining in this 1st half, and they will kick it away. Here comes the return from a yard or 2 deep. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 1st half of play. So we're at the half, and the visiting Dolphins are in the lead. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Michael, thanks very much as we welcome you into our downtown Orlando studios and the EA Sports halftime report. The 2nd half, straight ahead. Time to get back to it. And for the call, let's rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this 2nd half. Coming up. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Now, Tua and the Miami offense head out for their next possession. And you get a look at the numbers, they don't even tell the whole story. This has been a tremendous performance to this point. Here's 1st and 10. Now Tua. That's caught on the right side by Waddle. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Play action. Tagovailoa. Open man downfield. OBJ. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Odell with a nice catch, Mike, to move the chains. And me personally, I like the decision to sign with the Dolphins this offseason. I mean, he had a chance to go join one of the most explosive offenses in the NFL. There's going to be a lot of space for him to use his veteran experience to get open and maximize. He's got speed everywhere around him, and he just gives Tua one more reliable target.
In motion comes Beckham. Tua gives it to Mostert. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
A play fake. Now Tua to throw. And that's going to be incomplete, but there's a penalty flag on the field. We'll let the officiating crew sort this one out. Here's Tagovailoa. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Zaire Franklin. And he's going to be looking at a short field for the offense after the INT. Chance to tie the game or even take the lead.
So we saw in the first half, Mike, they were willing to take some risks. It allowed them to build this halftime lead. Now the opposing sideline, they're looking to fight back. They're looking to cut that lead down. That's what that coverage seemed. It looked like they baited that quarterback to force that errant throw and lead to that turnover. Now it's their offense coming back on the field with a chance to cut this deficit.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Here's Richardson. That's the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Richardson will give it to Taylor. And he'll get the 1st down there, a pickup of about 5 yards. Now Richardson. Pass right side to Downs. short pass taken in by the tight end. His second grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down. Richardson gonna look to throw, and that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Taylor. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
From the gun on third down, Richardson. A dive and a catch. Incredible. That's catch 3 just on this drive, and it gets his team a first down.
You just love to see this effort, especially on third down. You understand, you want to keep this possession alive. You have to do everything in your power sometimes to bail out your quarterback, and it's exactly what he does here, and it brings up a fresh set of downs.
They'll run here with Taylor. He'll try to push forward, but only a yard. Down to the 2. The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. Throwing is Richardson. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. And 9 Mitchell. Touchdown Colts. Greg, I love the precision on that play. Very little time, very confined space, and they come through with the touchdown.
And it's the accuracy of the throw, Mike, that protects his receiver. Everything down here near the goal line is so condensed. You understand you're going to be thrown into tight windows, but when you trust your quarterback to protect you with the ball placement, it gives you a lot more confidence going across the middle of the field, and in this case, pays off for a touchdown.
So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. Here's Berrios on the return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Dolphins offense ready to get back at it. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Throwing is Tua. To the outside, that's caught by Hill. And it'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Back to throw is Tua. And he's able to gain yardage out of this one before he slides.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
Here's a 2nd and 6. In motion comes Beckham. A run up the middle with Mostert. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. Out of the pistol, here's Tua. That's into the hands of Smythe, the tight end.
This play is actually really well defended here. But I'll tell you, Mike, as you know, my philosophy is the tight end is always open, and this just supports my case.
Hill brought in motion. They'll fake the handoff. Now, Tua. Working across the field. There goes Hill. He is in. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Dolphins. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead.
That just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the 2nd half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this 2nd half started. Now Sanders on for the extra point. His kick is good, and the Dolphins will go up by 7. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. On the return, this is down. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Colts offense and Adonai Mitchell set to take over once again. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. They'll go play action. It's Richardson. This throw right side pulled in by Pittman. And he'll wind up out of bounds past the 45-yard line. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
We spent so much time talking about these receivers. How fast do they run, Mike? How high do they jump? But so often, the guys that have the most success in the NFL, it's the mental part of the game. It allows them to create separation, find soft spots in the defense, attack defenders. It's exactly what he's able to do here, and really nice connection. This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. From the gun, Richardson. Open man downfield, it's Mitchell.
Great pre-snap recognition here by the quarterback. He looks outside and sees man coverage, and he knows exactly where he's going to go with the ball. Now it's up to the receiver to create separation at the top of the route. Ball's on time, great placement, nice big pickup.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Off the play fake, it's Richardson. And the quarterback scrambling, maneuvers his way back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all he can get out of that one.
So often the best pass defense is a good pass rush, and that's exactly what we saw here. The pass rush disrupted this play from the very start. The quarterback has all of his attention on the rushers rather than his receivers downfield. All he can manage to do is get back to the original line of scrimmage.
He'll check this one down to Taylor. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down. So, both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the third quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Big play coming up. This is third down. Out of a shotgun, Richardson. This is intercepted. Picked off by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The Dolphins offense and Tua Tagovailoa making their way back out. Eddie has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. In motion comes Beckham. On play action, it's Tagovailoa. That's caught downfield by Waddle. And he'll wind up out of bounds past the 45-yard line. What a way to kick off a drive. That's a gain of 30 and another first down.
Mike, what we're seeing play out across the NFL is that if offensively it requires you to go the length of the field in a long, methodical drive, your chances of coming away with points continue to go down the more you snap the ball. You have to be able to generate shot plays, pick up big, explosive chunks, because when you do, your ability to score points typically tends to follow.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Here's Tagovailoa. He's going nowhere. Going to lose yardage on that play.
You know, the reality is a lot of times bubble screens are just added on to a traditional run, and you're saying to the quarterback, don't hand the ball off if you don't think it's a good look. But what you're not counting for is that he decides to throw it out to the bubble, and you end up losing yardage.
Hill brought in motion. Third and long. Here's Tua. Over the middle, it's taken in by Waddle. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the fourth quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that third down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
The throw on the run is complete. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out. So of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Hill brought in motion. Fake the handoff. Now, Tua. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Tua. He gets that to his tight end, Smith. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. What a letdown for the defense. They allow a conversion on 3rd and 16.
And this offense is now really on the move, Mike, and it's the passing game that's leading the way. They've been able to march their way downfield thanks to this aerial attack, so don't expect them to go to the ground game anytime soon. If I'm this play caller, I'm continuing to lead on this, not only in this drive, but probably for the rest of this game.
From the gun, here's Tua. He'll go right back to Smith. They hook up again. And they'll get this down to the 3, but no further. It'll be 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. That one is caught beyond the pylon. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Sanders here for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Dolphins will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. On the return, this is Downs. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line. The Colts offense getting set to get back to work. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. They're going to motion the tight end over here. They'll run. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now Richardson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
Things certainly look a little improbable right now, Mike, but I wouldn't say impossible. I think they've got to capitalize on this possession to pick up some points. Good start there. Early completion, but now they've got to get across midfield and go. Every single possession right now is
and that's going to be picked by Jalen Ramsey. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. We saw it earlier, the defense on the quarterback with the earlier interception. And now, Greg, not only do they pick him, they turn it into a pick 6.
And, Mike, the reality is this has just been a bad first half throwing the football. I mean, not only is it his second interception, but this time the defense gets their hands on the ball, and they're able to take it all the way back for the pick 6.
Now Sanders on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Dolphins are able to extend the lead. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Colts offense and Anthony Richardson getting ready for their next drive. And it's been a struggle all afternoon. The defense done a great job taking him away from his game, taking his weapons away, and he is yet to find anything to lean on in this one. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Richardson to throw. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Adonai Mitchell, the intended target. And it'll be second down.
Nice job there by the defender. He's able to break up the pass, but I think if he's able to get there just a little bit sooner, now you can get two hands on the ball and give yourself a chance to come down with an even bigger play and come away with the pick.
Throw right side, pulled in by Mitchell. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
Off he goes. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line.
The challenge of defending a dual-threat quarterback in the NFL, Mike, is that you just don't see them week in and week out, maybe like you do in college. So in this case, you defend everything perfectly downfield, but it's hard to account for a quarterback who can run. He escapes the pressure, tucks it down himself, and he picks up a big gain.
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Seems like the quarterback was a little predetermined in his read. I think he decided even before seeing the coverage where that ball was going. Next time, read the coverage. Let the play unfold. Don't force something that's not there.
On second down, Richardson. Looking middle, and he's got downs. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Throwing, Richardson. And this is going to be incomplete. That's great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively, setting up a 4th down.
And on that 3rd down, they thought an easy way to pick it up and get some positive yards would go to their quick game, but it didn't seem like the receiver and the quarterback were on the same page, and now brings up 4th down.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He gets this one complete to Pittman. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down. They'll get the conversion. It's a gain of 14.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
Second and a yard. Now Richardson. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
3rd and a yard. Looking to throw, Richardson. And this is going to be incomplete. That's great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively, setting up a 4th down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough, but...
Now a loose football. It's picked up by the Dolphins.
This one's going to be tough to stomach. I mean, all he has to do is just hold on to the ball, and they've got a fresh set of downs. He was past the yard to gain, but unfortunately, even though they gave up the 1st down initially, the defense was determined to get off the field one way or another, and they found a way to do just that.
The visitors' offense about ready to take over once more. And as we look back now, Greg, at how we got here, we got a ton of highlights of the offense so far. In particular, great passing.
Yeah, and if you want to score points in the NFL, Mike, there's no secret. You've got to do it primarily through the air, and with 3 touchdowns here so far, that's exactly what we've seen. It's been deep balls. It's been intermediate shots. It's been good run after catch. This has really been high-level offense on display right from the jump.
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. On the ground, it's Mostert to start this drive. Not much. 2nd and long coming up. Two minutes remain in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, here's a 2nd and 9. In motion, it's Waddle. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And they'll get him down up around the 15-yard line.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
Hill brought in motion. Tua going to give it to Achane. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Second down and 8. Hill brought in motion. They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game. A run here with Mostert. He's to the 25. Big run here. He's tackled beyond the 35-yard line.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the fourth quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
So a win here for the visiting Dolphins. They were the aggressors from the start, able to dictate the pace of play. And in the end, they come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.